Greetings and welcome. The following is a compilation of audio logs recovered from the Varora Library, simply labeled Sue's Journal. Enjoy.
Losing track of her. Just how many odd things I noticed while taking over Tier's Rest as an admin of sorts here on Calabos, so I'm gonna start listing them here in case some weird pattern comes up, or maybe it's useful to Nari or something. Anyway, first, the 101st Rest folks have been passing along some of their traditions, such as they are to us, while the Cloaked folks ignore some of them. A good many of them they find practical and actually share in. This has allowed people like Irma, myself, and wife to not stumble across some of the odder facts of life, at least on accident. Second thing, no one seems to make art in the daytime around here with a yellow crown out. Says it taints some of the stuff you try to make, and that goes for pretty much anything. Paint, stories, poems, plays, weapons, armor, you name it, the crown messes with it. So, don't make anything. Third thing, kinda important, the main malady here on Calabos is dubbed Eldritch Madness, and if I had to compare it to anything in terms of its treatment, I'd say it's something like heat stroke. Moment anyone shows signs of, like, suddenly going rigid, start babbling nonsense, something like that, they escort you pretty quick as they can to Tier's Rest, or the bubble we put over the lumberyard. They're required to wait for 4 minutes, after which they might go along their duties. It happens again, though, and by policy they're out for the day. Reasoning's sound, so I've kept it in place and enforced it. Number 4. Unlike our previous planet, there is absolutely no intentional aberrant summoning here. Pretty much the only thing that these two factions agree on when it comes to the Eldritch stuff, pretty much asking for the moons to mess with you at that point. It summons enough of it on its own. Fifth thing, under the Creeping Tarlight, no civilian is permitted to take part in anything involving a spark in their general vicinity. It's bad enough that the tar, as we've taken to calling it, is highly flammable and decides to hop onto your body, and while it's usually survivable, I doubt anyone likes second and third degree burns anywhere on their body, let alone the majority percentage. Also, civilians are recommended to avoid travel above ground, just in general. Sixth thing, if it's an elementally based moon, some kind of frost moon or fire moon, just don't go outside, man. It sucks out there, and as a civilian, there isn't really anything you could possibly want or need out there that's worth taking the brunt of it. Trust me. 7th, all strenuous activity under the glaring moon is generally not recommended. You need not be under its light for the effects to plague you, so in general avoid anything that might be difficult. Seems to be the rule of thumb. Likes playing with your head, making you feel like a useless sack of shit. 8th thing, we as mere mortals are extremely susceptible to the madness under the howling moon. Wakes the beast inside you, so they say. Any regulations involving how to grapple with the realities of madness go tenfold under this one, and it kind of wants you to be more crazy. Probably more than any of the others. Just madness in general is kind of its shindig. Number 9. The Kraken Light is regarded as remarkably mundane. Keep away from any of the tentacles that are larger than yourself, and you'll probably be fine. Can't recommend going outside unless you like the rain, what with the ocean being above your head, but there's not much threat outside of that in terms of the Eldritch. Visibility has been atrocious, though. People tend to get promiscuous under this one on account of the moon causing everyone to get slimy, slippery, if you will. Combine that with people occasionally spewing ink clouds in general out of their pores, and there's a lot of cleaning to do after a Kraken Light. Number 10. Sanguine eclipse is a serious non-starter of a moon, if you can even call it that. It deals in death and fear and chain reactions. One dead family in their new home is enough to tell me that before the next sanguine moon, we're gonna need some sturdier barriers. Number 11. I have been heavily warned against the effects of the shattered moon. Not that I have any good solutions at the moment, and I'm running out of time. Once this thing comes around, there's a very, very good chance that the lunar rain comes down and dispels every halo we have. They tell me there are ways around this, and I've begun construction in preparation, but it's a nasty one. And it doesn't just dispel them, you see, it shrinks them, even if they are powerful enough not to be dispelled. That's why when the bumps in the night start closing in, honestly, at least the rebirth is honest.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing, following, liking, stalking, all the good things, and more will be soon to come. Thank you, and have a wonderful night.